Hello, I'm JT Quicks. I love you all. You're all awesome. Okay? This week, we're going to talk about how Satan uses fear to keep you under his control. Okay? My soul's been in heaven for over 10 years now. Okay? I am in a war for heaven. Okay? I'm delivering you the intelligence because I'm in a war for heaven. Okay? I've been in a war for heaven for a very long time. Okay? My soul is in heaven. My soul's been part of Jesus Christ's love in heaven for over 10 years now. Okay? So, we are going to talk about how Satan uses fear to keep you under his control. Okay? Because that's what it is. Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Okay? So this is what we're going to talk about. How Satan keeps you in fear to keep you under his control. Okay? As long as you're in fear, you're under Satan's control. Okay? Because if you live in fear, you defend Satan. If you remove your fear, you defend heaven. Okay? All right? All right? This is a war for heaven. Okay? Satan started a war against heaven a long, long time ago, back before civilization. Okay? And when that war started, that's when fear was created. Okay? And when that fear was created, that's when the war started against heaven. And that was before civilization. Okay? Things like socialism, communism, and dictatorships are evil. These keep your souls out of heaven. Okay? They go against love and freedom. That's why. Because heaven is a pure love and freedom for your soul. That's what heaven is. Okay? And evil goes against that. Evil attacks love and freedom. Okay? When it attacks heaven. Okay? And evil is spawned from fear. Evil is spawned from fear. Okay? All right? Because Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Evil is spawned from fear. Then it attacks heaven. That is the war for heaven. Okay? All right? How Satan keeps you in his fear is with the evil. Evil creates fear. Fear creates evil. Okay? Prejudgment and hate is created from fear. Okay? When you prejudge and hate, that is created from your own fear. Okay? All right? And that attacks love and freedom. You will attack love and freedom when you prejudge and hate. If you live in fear. Okay? All right? How this is created is prejudgment and hate is created from fear. Okay? Evil is created from prejudgment and hate. Okay? All right? And what else? Terrorism is created from fear too. Terrorism is created from prejudgment and hate. Terrorism. Okay? What else? Yeah, all the chaos you see going on around the world, that's all created from fear. All that's created from fear. Okay? All right? The mental illness and suicide, that's created from fear also. That's also created from prejudice and hate, which is created from fear. Okay? That is the effects of evil and the forces of love when you see mental illness and suicide. Okay? All right? What else? Hate and corruption is prejudice and hate. Okay? That's also created from fear. Okay? All right? All this bad stuff's created from fear because you're under Satan's control. Okay? This is all created from Satan because Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. Okay? And this is all created from fear. Okay? All right? What happens is prejudice and hate is created from the fear. This attacks the forces of love. Okay? The forces of love, see, the forces of love defends love and freedom. Okay? When you defend heaven, you defend love and freedom with the forces of love. When you defend heaven. When you defend Satan, you prejudge and hate. And that attacks heaven. Okay? That's the war for heaven, okay? Kind of, that's pretty much explaining how that works, okay? So what happens is evil attacks love and freedom. Well, heaven is a pure love and freedom for your soul, okay? And when you remove your fear, you will remove your prejudgment and your hate, and you will stop attacking heaven, okay? Prejudgment and hate attacks the truth, okay? It attacks the truth, okay? It attacks heaven, okay? And it attacks the forces of love from heaven, okay? Prejudgment and hate, okay? This attacks love, okay? All right? It's prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. They live in fear, okay? And what they do is they hate heaven. They live in fear. They hate heaven. They attack the truth, and they attack the forces of love from heaven. The prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. That is Satan's army. They live in fear. They are under Satan's control. You understand? Are you starting to understand now? Okay? The prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. They are under Satan's control because they live in fear. Okay? All right? And what happens is they attack heaven when they attack you. Okay? And they do this because they want to keep your love weak and broken. See, the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards are there to keep love weak and broken. Okay? By keeping you in fear, they're keeping your soul out of heaven. It's fear and evil that keeps your soul out of heaven. So what they do is, the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards attack you with evil by keeping you in fear. This keeps you in prejudice and hate. So you never deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? That's how evil keeps you under its control, or Satan keeps you under his control with his fear and his evil. Satan keeps you under his control with his fear and his evil. This fear and evil is keeping your soul out of heaven. Okay? All right? So, I explained the things that are caused from fear, things like chaos and hate and corruption, things like that. Where you have hate and corruption, you have pain and suffering. That's why you have pain and suffering around the world, because you have hate and corruption. Okay? All right? All right? This stuff, keeps your soul out of heaven. Fear and evil keeps your soul out of heaven. When you remove your fear, you'll start delivering your soul to heaven. Okay? When you remove your fear. When you remove all your fear, your soul enters heaven. That's a no-brainer. Okay? All right? So, that's why we need to remove the fear. When you remove your fear, you will defend heaven. If you live in fear, you will defend Satan. If you live in fear, you are under Satan's control. If you remove your fear, you are defending heaven. Okay? All right. What else? Yeah. Okay? So what happens is, Satan is fear. Fear is Satan. If you live in fear, you are under Satan's control. Satan controls us with fear. Evil keeps us under its control with fear. Satan keeps us under his control with his fear and his evil. This keeps us living in prejudice and hate. This is what keeps your love weak and broken. Because as long as you're living in fear, your love is weak. Okay? As long as your love is broken, that's keeping your love weak. That's how it keeps your love weak. It keeps your love broken. By breaking your love, it keeps it weak. What I'm showing you is how to make your love powerful and unbreakable, just like Jesus Christ. That's what I'm showing you in my videos. Okay? I'm showing you how to make your love powerful and unbreakable, just like Jesus Christ. To go against this, to break that cycle of fear and evil. We got to break that cycle of fear and evil and remove your fear. And this is what I show you in my videos. Okay? This is what I'm showing you in my videos. All right? Would you like me to explain how to deliver your soul to heaven now? Okay. How to deliver your soul to heaven. How an animal delivers its soul to heaven. Okay? All animals got to win. Okay? All animals win when they die. Well, how do they do this? How does an animal win when it dies? Well, an animal wins when it dies because its soul's already in heaven. Okay? Animals have to survive in the wild. And in order for an animal to survive in the wild, it has to win. Okay? It has to win. Okay? And it never gives up to win. All animals never give up to win to survive in the wild. And that keeps its soul in heaven while it's alive. All animals believe in themselves and they never give up to win, to survive in the wild. And that keeps its soul in heaven while it's alive. Okay? Well, it works the same way with the human. Except with the human, you're going against fear and evil. Okay? So you have to always believe in yourself. Never give up to win against evil. To survive against evil. Because now you become a warrior for heaven. Okay? So it works the same way with the human. It's just that you're going against fear and evil. Because now you're in civilization. Okay? So what happens is you're going to believe in yourself. That's going to remove your fear. Okay? You're never going to give up to win. That's going to make your love unbreakable. So this way we start building powerful, unbreakable love. Just like Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. Okay? Jesus Christ love in heaven. We love you. We pray for you. And we cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? All right? All right, I'll just throw that in there. Okay? Now, what happens is, don't fear God. Okay? Don't fear God. Do what they say can't be done, and don't fear God. Don't fear God. God loves you. God prays for you. God cheerleads your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we, Jesus Christ, love in heaven, got your back. Okay? So don't fear God. Don't fear judgment. Okay? There is no judgment. You're removing the prejudgment out of your love. When you remove your fear, you'll remove your prejudgment out of your love. You'll remove the prejudice and the hate. As you remove your fear, you remove your prejudice and your hate. Okay? So there is no judgment. Okay? What happens is, if you keep doing this, and you do what they say can't be done, because the laws of prejudice is things like, I can't, that's impossible, you cannot, you can't, that's impossible, things like that. Those are the laws of prejudice. That's your own fear. That's your own fear. Okay? You find that in prejudice and hate, the laws of prejudice and discouragement. You find that in prejudice and hate. Because that's what prejudice and hate does. Prejudice and hate breaks your love and keeps it weak. That's what prejudice and hate does. Okay? It breaks love and keeps it weak. So you're going against this by never giving up to win. Okay? So what happens is You're increasing the forces of your love. You're making your love powerful and unbreakable. Okay? You're building courage. This builds courage. This removes your fear. As you're removing your fear, you're building courage. Okay? This builds courage and confidence, things like that. Okay? So what happens is, as you remove all your fear, you become a non-sinner. Okay? Because you're automatically going to behave. You're automatically going to behave when you remove your fear. Okay? And you start to learn the difference between good and evil from heaven. You learn the difference between good and evil from heaven because you're delivering your soul to the truth. Okay? So this is what you're doing. You're defending your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. You are defending love and freedom with its forces of love when you deliver your soul to heaven correctly. Okay? All right? So, all right? And now when your soul enters heaven, you win. Okay? All right? Don't bow and break the prejudice and hate, because you're going to learn the difference between good and evil. So you're going to know not to bow and break the prejudice and hate, okay? Okay? So you're going to know not to bow and break the prejudice and hate, and you'll only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love, in heaven. Because you follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way against evil. Okay? You follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way against evil when you believe in yourself. Okay? Fear goes against two things. Okay? Fear goes against two things. It goes against you believing in yourself and believing in heaven. Okay? We need to believe in heaven again to deliver our souls to heaven. That's the problem. You all stop believing in heaven. And when you stop believing in heaven, you stop delivering your souls to heaven. You got to believe in Jesus Christ, love, and heaven. Only bow and break to Jesus Christ, love, and heaven. Okay? Do not bow and break to prejudice and hate. And you'll learn this difference. Because you're going to believe in yourself. You're never ever going to give up to win. And you're going to do what they say can't be done. And you're going to believe in love and freedom. Yeah, because that's what heaven is. Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. That's what heaven is. Okay? And when you deliver your soul to heaven, you win. So that means you're not going to fear death. Because if you know you're going to win when you die, you're not going to fear death. That doesn't mean commit suicide. Just because you don't fear death doesn't mean you can commit suicide. If you commit suicide, Satan wins. You understand? If you get attacked by evil, you're defending heaven. When you get attacked by evil, you're defending heaven. That's why I want you to never give up to win. Okay? And it's true. When you get attacked by evil, this will make your body weak and your spirit numb. It'll make you numb. It'll put you in a deep depression when you get attacked by evil. You'll go into a deep depression to where it hurts. This is what causes people to commit suicide. When they go into that deep depression to where it hurts. And they want to escape the pain. They don't understand what's happening to them. And they commit suicide. Because they gave up. Prejudice made them give up. And that's how we lose a lot of people to suicide. So what I'm trying to do is prevent the suicide. That's why I tell you never give up to win. No matter what. No matter how tough it gets, no matter how rough it gets, okay? All right? And you won't fear death. If you know your soul's in heaven, you won't fear death. Okay? Because you know you're going to win when you die. Okay? That's it. You know what I mean? Dream big. That's it. Know that you can deliver your soul to heaven. Yes, you can deliver your soul to heaven. Know that you can deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? All right? So, what else was I talking about? Yeah. Okay? All right? What else? Yeah. We don't want you bowing and breaking the prejudice and hate. Do not bow and break the prejudice and hate, and only bow and break the Jesus Christ love in heaven. And then you'll start to see the truth from heaven. You'll start to see the truth in real time. You'll stop believing in the propaganda and the lies, and you'll start to believe in the truth in real time. Yeah. Okay? And you'll see, you'll see the truth in real time. Just like I see it, you know? If you do this. Because you're removing your fear. As you remove your fear, this pulls your soul closer to heaven. Okay? Yeah. All right? So, and you automatically behave, and you overcome things. Excuse me. And you overcome things. Okay? You overcome things. When you remove your fear, you overcome anything. You overcome evil when you remove your fear. Removing your fear overcomes anything. You can overcome depression, mental illness, and suicide. I want you to overcome mental illness and suicide. Things like that when you remove your fear. Okay? All right? Okay? I want you to overcome mental illness and suicide when you remove your fear. Okay? That's why I want you to always believe in yourself. Never, ever give up to win against evil. Okay? Don't give up. Don't give in. Always win against evil. Okay? And that delivers your soul to heaven. That fights prejudice and delivers your soul to heaven. Okay? All right? What else can we talk about? I got plenty of time left. So, what else? How about the causes and effect of prejudice and hate versus the forces of love? We're going to talk about that, okay? What happens is, let me explain what the prejudice and hate trolls and cowards do first, okay? We have your prejudice and hate trolls and cowards that live in fear, okay? They keep love weak and broken in prejudice and hate, okay? That's what they do. That's Satan's army, okay? They live in fear. Because they live in fear, they defend Satan, okay? It's prejudice and hate trolls and cowards defend Satan because they live in fear, okay? And what they do is they keep love weak and broken in prejudice and hate, okay? All right? And that's what they do, okay? You'll get attacked by that if you go to deliver your soul to heaven correctly. Because here's what you're going to do when you go to deliver your soul to heaven correctly. You're going to defend your love, heaven, while delivering your soul to heaven. This defends love and freedom with its forces of love. Well, what evil does, evil attacks love and freedom when it attacks heaven. Okay? So that's why you're going to get attacked by its prejudice and hate trolls and cowards that live in fear. Okay? And, all right? And what's going to happen is they're going to attack you with things like hate, ball breaking, chop breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They're going to talk behind your back. They're going to blame you for this, blame you for that. Everything is your fault. Forget about it. You understand? Because now you're in the war for heaven. Okay? Because now you're in the war for heaven. It's never going to end because you're in the war for heaven. Because you're delivering your soul to heaven. Now you're in the war for heaven. When you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, your soul has entered the war for heaven. Okay? I see the entire truth. I see the entire war for heaven. Okay? I see good. I see evil. Okay? I see the truth in real time. I see Satan. I see the truth in real time. That's how come I can explain all this to you. Okay? And gather the intelligence. I gather the intelligence and I deliver it to you. Okay? Because I want you to win. I want you to conquer evil and win. Because if you win, heaven wins. Okay? If you win, heaven wins. All right? Okay? So, where was I at? We were talking about, okay. We were talking about the trolls and cowards that attack love. Okay. All right. So what happens is, trolls and cowards live in fear. They're going to attack you things like hate, ball breaking, job breaking, the stab in the back, prejudice attack. They're going to talk behind your back. They're going to blame you for this, blame you for that. Everything is your fault. Forget about it. Okay. All right? That's pretty much how that goes. You're going to get attacked by that for delivering your soul to heaven. Okay? And that never ends, because now you're in the war for heaven. So what my suggestion to you is, surround yourself with a loving people. Surround yourself with a loving people, not a judging people. This will make it easier for you. Okay? So you want to surround yourself with a loving people and not a judging people. Okay? And this will make it easier for you to deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? Oh, you'll definitely find out who your real friends are. That's for sure. If you do this. Okay? So, all right. What else? Let's say somebody, let's talk about the causes and effect. How people bow and break to prejudice and hate. Here's how that works. What happens is, when a person bows and breaks to prejudice and hate, they're bowing and breaking to their fear. They bow and break, okay? What happens is, let's say the forces of love is around or is upon them, and they live in fear, okay? So what happens is that love reacts on their fear. This is known as hurting their prejudice, okay? So what happens is that love reacts against their fear. So what they do is they react off the fear and they prejudge and hate. And that causes them to attack heaven. It causes them to attack the truth. It causes them to hate heaven. Okay? And it causes them to attack the forces of love with prejudice and hate. Okay? When the forces of love reacts against fear, they bow and break to the fear. That means they bow and broke to Satan. They actually bow and broke to prejudice and hate. That's what I call that. Okay? Because they bow and broke to their own fear. Okay? And then they attack love. Okay? That's what happens when they bow and break to prejudice and hate. Okay? So I figured I'd throw that in there for you, okay? Let's say somebody hates you, okay? And they're breaking your balls or they're breaking your chops, okay? You can tell them to go pound sand, go kick rocks. Say, hey, I delivered my soul to heaven. I'm going to win when I die. Go have a nice life. You laugh at them. You laugh at them because you follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. You follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. Okay? They're prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards. The prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards follow Satan into the gates of hell. That's what the prejudice and hate, trolls and cowards do. Okay? This is the truth. I've been through this. I've been in a war for heaven for over 45 years. I've been through this. Okay? I was attacked by prejudice and hate. I was attacked by evil. Okay? I know the truth. Fear and evil is keeping your soul out of heaven. Okay? Let's say somebody hates you, and they're breaking your balls or they're breaking your chops, and they won't leave you alone. You want to know why they won't leave you alone? Because when they can't break your love, that's going to drive them mad. When they can't break your love, that drives them mad. Because that's what they want to do. They want to break your love. They want to break your love and keep it weak in fear. So you stay under Satan's control. Because now you fell out of Satan's control, they're going to attack you. With hate, ball breaking, job breaking. Because you're not under Satan's control anymore. So they're going to try to break you. And when they can't break you, you're going to drive them mad. They're going to break your balls. They're going to break your chops. They're going to troll you. It's never going to end. Because you drive them mad. And then they keep coming back at you. That's when you tell them, hey, take your prejudice and hate and shove it. That's what you tell them. This is a war. This is not a religion. And you can use the nasty words too. This is a war. This is not a religion. Okay? Putting souls into heaven is a war. It's not a religion. I want you to win. I don't want Satan to win. I want you to win. Don't give up. Don't give in. Always win against evil. Always win against evil. I want you to win, because when you win, heaven wins. Don't let them break you. You're fighting prejudice. When you fight prejudice, don't let them break you. That's what prejudice does. Prejudice breaks love. Prejudice is evil. Prejudice breaks love and tries to keep it weak in fear. That's what prejudice does. That is the purpose of prejudice and hate. That's the purpose of it. Is to keep you in fear, so it keeps your soul out of heaven. Yeah. When somebody attacks you with their ball breaking and their chop breaking and they never leave you alone, they're trolling you, tell them, hey, take your prejudice and hate and shove it up your, you know what, beep, beep, whatever, okay? This is a war. This is not a religion. Now, if he apologizes to you for being mean and nasty to you, then you can be nice back to him. Okay? You don't have to be so nice. You're in a war for heaven. You're a warrior. You want to win. You want to win. You don't want them winning. You want to win. Okay? Don't give up. Don't give in. Always win against evil. That fights prejudice. Okay? You're following Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way, against evil. Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. You're making your love powerful and unbreakable, just like Jesus Christ. This is why you're following Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. Jesus Christ is powerful, unbreakable love. If you make your love powerful and unbreakable, then you follow Jesus Christ to heaven the correct way. You starting to understand? All right. So I'm sorry I get a little excited there. But this is like one of the toughest parts of the video to make. Okay? You know, it's life, you know? But we go through life, and we're being attacked by this garbage constantly. Why are we constantly being attacked by this garbage? Prejudice and hate? To keep your love weak and broken, and you never deliver your soul to heaven. That's why we're attacked by prejudice and hate. To keep your soul out of heaven. Fear and evil is what's keeping your soul out of heaven. I'm showing you how to break this cycle and go against this. Go against it. Be a warrior. You gotta get tough. Okay? You gotta get tough. Being a warrior is not easy. This is a war. This is not a religion. Okay? I understand you want to help other people out and all that. That's great. That's fine. You can do that as long as they treat you nice. And they're nice to you. And you're surrounded by a loving people. That's fine. That's okay. Okay? You surround yourself by a loving people, not a judging people. And then you can deliver your soul to heaven. Okay? The correct way. All right? Delivering your soul to heaven is tough. It's not easy. Okay? Always want you to believe in yourself. Never ever give up to win against evil. And do what they say can't be done. Do what they say can't be done. Go against the I can't, I cannot. That's impossible. I want you to go against that. There ain't nothing you can't do. That's your own fear. Your own fear is telling you that you can't deliver your soul to heaven. Your own fear tells you that you can't deliver your soul to heaven. That's your own fear. Because what did I say? Fear goes against two things. It goes against you believing in yourself and believing in heaven. That's how fear goes against you believing in heaven. With the I can't, I cannot. Yes, you can. Heaven is a beautiful, tranquil, pure love and freedom for your soul. That's what heaven is. There is no judgment. There is no judgment in heaven. You remove your prejudgment when you remove your fear. When you remove all your fear, you'll remove all your prejudice and your hate. You'll remove all your corruption, if you want to call it that. Okay? You'll remove all your prejudgment and hate. And you won't prejudge and hate others anymore. Unless they attack you first. Then you're allowed to defend yourself. Okay? You're allowed to defend heaven. Don't let anybody put you down. You're allowed to defend heaven. Okay? When you remove your fear, you're defending heaven. Okay? Because you're starting to see the truth in real time. You want to see the truth in real time. If you know the truth in real time, and you will see the things that I see, and you will deliver your soul to heaven. Knowing the truth delivers your soul to heaven. Knowing the absolute truth delivers your soul to heaven. Knowing the absolute truth and believing it delivers your soul to heaven. Okay? You're delivering your soul to the truth. I never read the Bible. All this information comes from heaven. All the information I give you comes from heaven. Okay? I'm doing this for Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I only bow and break to Jesus Christ's love in heaven. I do not bow and break to prejudice and hate. Okay? I don't live in fear. Okay? I do not fear death because I know I'm going to win when I die. Okay? So, because my soul is already in heaven, I know I'm going to win when I die. All right? And I want the same for you. I want the same for you. I got more prejudice and hate stories than Jesus Christ. Okay? Jesus Christ was a threat to Satan. That's what's going to happen with you. If you go to deliver your soul to heaven correctly, you become a threat to Satan. Then you get prejudged, and then you get hated by others. That's why I want you to surround yourself with a loving people and not a judging people. Okay? So, all right? When you deliver your soul to heaven correctly, you become a threat to Satan. Then you get prejudged and hated. That's why I want you to never give up to win against evil. Okay? Prejudice breaks love. That's what it does. Evil breaks love, keeps it weak in fear. That's what evil does. Okay? That's what prejudice and hate does. It breaks love, keeps it weak in fear. So you have prejudice and hate instead of love. I know the difference between the forces of love, okay, and prejudice and hate. I know the difference between the two, okay? And that's why and I learned this from heaven. I learned this from heaven, okay? And I'm explaining it to you. I'm doing the best that I can to explain this to you, okay? All right? We love you. Jesus Christ, love in heaven. We love you. Okay? We pray for you. We cheerlead your soul to heaven. And if you get attacked by evil, we got your back. Okay? I love you. Until next week, you have a nice week.